Well, this has been the darkest, gloomiest beginning to a year I can ever remember, so I thought I would brighten it up with a little drawing of light bulbs. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it. Well, I'm a bit late with these light bulbs, really, aren't they? Because they're all being changed over to the new low wattage ones, aren't they? The kind of curly-whirly ones. So I'll have to try and do a video of how to do that. But anyway, this is an old-fashioned light bulb. So draw a circle, and then you're going to want a bit coming down like that. And so you can put a little kind of shoulder in there, and then you're going to want a little shoulder in at the bottom, like that as well. And then this is the really difficult bit. This is the bit I don't like doing. So I'm going to bring that down there a little bit, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And I'll bring that down a little bit there, and then I'm going to bring that out a little bit, and just okay, and then that will kind of do the same, but we're just bringing that kind of round and up there. Bring that out there, round and up there, still on the camera, yeah. And then we're just going to want another little bit kind of coming around to join up there. Then you're going to see a bit down at the bottom there, like that. And that should kind of work. Now what we got is this really weird system going on inside. So you've got this kind of glass piece inside which kind of stands up, and then it turns into a kind of a tube bit on the top, and the filament bits stick out. You've got bubbles and things inside, and then you've got these little wires there which hold the filament up inside. Now let's see what happens when we ink this in. So go round the outside and then down there, and then you got this kind of flick that around there, and then that wants to come around there, and then this will come around here, and then we're just going to kind of wiggle that line in on that side, and it's going to be that bit on the bottom. Maybe you might see a bit of the kind of lead bit at the end. And here we're going to just kind of draw this bit of glass in kind of like this, and it has a little kind of tube bit like that, and then you want to do this nice little flick around the top like that. And the wires are actually coming up inside the glass there, and they're just folded back slightly like that. They're kind of crimped, that's what holds the filament in. And then you're going to want to kind of put the filament in there like that, and you've got a kind of a bubble and a bit inside there. Now when you know it's dry, erase the pencil lines, make sure it's dry. I use a hairdryer to make sure, and we might want a bit of sort of shading in there, and you're going to want a bit of shading in around there, and I think I'll smooth that out a bit there as well. Now I'm going to put kind of shading in down there a little bit there, and a bit like that as well, and I'm just going to leave that there. And I think we could maybe put a hint of just a little bit of shading kind of in there, and a bit of reflection there. And if you want to do a bright idea, just kind of do those little bright marks. Now if you wanted to do that as a bayonet fitting, because you get these different light bulbs around the world, different fittings, and we've generally had bayonets in the UK, but now we get things from all over the world really. So you want this kind of, I'm going to do a kind of one of these candle kind of lights here, and that will come around like that, and comes down a little way there, and then this is kind of the bit that slots into the fitting, and we'll go there and down, and you're going to want your bayonet little fitting on there. And we have a very different kind of setup. It's the same kind of idea, but a different shape. So this part here was sort of shrunken down, and that will come to there, and these come up there like that, and then the filament joins in between them. So if we ink that in, and you want to get this nice sort of candle bulb feel to it. It should be a bit more pointed than that, actually. I think I ruined that. Oh well, let's go with it anyway. Let's see what happens. It might look better when it's finished. It sometimes happens, it looks absolutely terrible when you're doing bits like that. So we want this nice little flick up there, and these will fold back again. It's exactly the same, but just kind of a bit in miniature, really. And we want the filament going like that. And again, we got these little bits. They're bubbles inside the glass. These are kind of glass, these bits that hold up there. And that will go up like that. Draw in the bayonet first, so you can then draw down behind it. The other bayonet will be behind, and that's got to kind of follow right through like that. And there we are. And we can put a bit of kind of shading in there on that side. Maybe a bit more there. Again, when you're sure it's dry, erase the pencil lines. It's not looking so bad now. It's the pencil was making it look even worse, I think. But try and get a more pointed, curvy line around there. And again, you're going to want that little bit of reflection. And I think we could maybe put a little bit of shading in there like that. And again, let's have some bright light marks. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, go and learn how to draw tulips, because they grow from bulbs as well. Did you see what I did there? Anyway, make sure you're subscribed, and keep coming back to the Shoe Rainer Drawing channel on YouTube. And in the meantime, keep drawing, drawing, drawing. Practice, practice, practice. And I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye. And hey, brighten up.